So today I'm on my way to something rather exciting. It's test ride day. I am taking out the new Honda Transalp 750 today. Calm it down. Yeah, rather different from supermoto to mid-size adventure bike. It's a tricky one because this bike is the most fun bike I've ever owned for just going out for a hedonistic blast, you know, just giving it some shit, having some fun, like the mechanical, raucous experience of riding a bike hard. And this is it. I've had a 600cc sport bike before, and you can't really have as much fun on that on the road because you need to have it revved up, and by the time you've got it revved up, you're already breaking all the speed limits no matter what kind of road you're on, unless you're on a motorway slip road, you know. Whereas this, you can utilize first, second and third gear before you go to jail. When I bought this bike, it was a time when all I wanted from a bike was something in the garage that I could just go out on and have 100% fun when I do go out. Whereas with recent events, I think I'm going to need something a bit more versatile, a bit more well-rounded, but I also don't want it to be boring. And I've heard a lot of good things about this Transalp being a great all-rounder with the new Honda Hornet parallel twin. I'm not a big fan of parallel twins, I'll just put it out there now. So I'm going in already with a healthy amount of skepticism. Basically, what I'm looking to find out today is if I can still get my kicks on a bike like the Transalp. If it lights a fire, then we might be saying oh god, I laughed too much and fogged up my visor. I don't know if the Transalp's going to be able to do that. One little twist of the throttle and you're immediately in giggle land. It's more of a test ride than a review, but you know, maybe it's a new perspective. I can't imagine there's too many people going from supermotos to mid-size adventure bikes, so maybe I'll bring something new to the mix. 2024 Honda Transalp. Let's see what she's about. Already get a good feeling about it. It just seems, it's like a big friendly giant. Oh wow, foot pegs are very far forward. Now I've got to remember it's a Honda horn position, aka the wrong position. It feels lower than I expected. It does feel quite fronty, like I've got a healthy amount of bike in front of me, you know, which I have. No quick shifter on this machine, sadly, but we will make do. And a lot of buffeting from that screen, unfortunately. Yeah, if I stand up it's quiet, so that's a shame. Non-adjustable as well. Yeah, this test ride's going to be an earplugs job. But first impressions, I feel lower than I expected. You know, with adventure bikes you expect them to feel quite tall. Compared to my supermoto, this is a lot lower. Feels sort of like standard height, you know, compared to that, but then most bikes do. The first thing I'm noticing is just how I'm already feeling very much at ease on the bike. It is, I hate to say it, but that trope of Hondas being easy to ride is certainly ringing true here. The suspension is very plush as well. Commuting on this would be like commuting in an armchair. It's that level of plushness. Throttle response at low speeds is good. I'm in the wrong lane, that's bad. Sorry everyone. It's a very easy thing to just pootle around on. But yeah, having all this bike in front of me, it does give it a nice commanding sort of feel. Even though it's not as high up as my other bike, you've got all this bike in front of you, and your hands are quite wide and high up. Let's test the speed bump. Oof, yeah, it does. I got a bit of a bounce up there. Oh yeah. Yeah, if I stand up there, it's perfect, it's fine. Yeah, really strange riding position with the feet forward. Why have they put the pegs so far forward? Who knows? In terms of handling, it doesn't feel heavy at all. You can really make a direction change whenever you want. Yeah, this screen is noisy. Holds a line really nice around a bend. It's like the suspension's soft, so it's not getting. Well, I need to hide behind the screen. The suspension's soft, so it's not getting unsettled. You know, it holds the line nicely. I can't believe how noisy that screen is there. That's annoying. I'll just ride around like it's an adventure bike. Well, it is an adventure bike. I'll ride it how the. Oh, when you stand up, there's some nice grooves in the tank for you to put your knees into. That's nice. Gutsy engine. It's a really smooth engine, I have to say that. Like, when I give it some shit, if I was on my Husky and gave it shit in second gear, like, it's like, woof, it like throws your body back, whereas this is like, it's sort of like taking off on a plane where it comes in slowly, but it definitely comes in, you know, like you can feel it. It's quite a fun thing already. It's obviously not, it's not as playful as my Supermoto, but I feel safer on it. Like, I feel more in control of this. Even though I've only just got on this bike, I feel like I could be quicker on this already, just because it gives you that feeling of security. I don't know if that's just the added mass or if it's the plush suspension. So it's just ironing out those little bumps and that normally distract you. Yeah, I quite like it. We'll have to get it up in the revs, because from all the reviews I've watched, everyone seems to reckon this is quite a revvy engine. We might have to let's try a different mode, see if it can get a bit more peppy. Gravel, user, sport. There we go, sport. Oh yeah, that's better. Yeah, it gives you a good shove up the bum when you do that. Oh, brakes are good. You've got to give them some shit, but they work well once you do. The rear brake not so much. I was kicking off the ABS there, funnily enough. But yeah, stand up and it's just calm. So yeah, that screen, it would either have to be way lower or a bit higher. Standing up on it feels great though. Like, imagine you're on a long journey, you can just have a rest, stand up on it. Because the engine is not, you know, I can give it some revs while I'm standing and I'm not flying off the back of the bike. I'm not going to say it's docile, but it's definitely, how should I say, tamed. It feels like a tame bike. I mean, certainly compared to my Supermoto, but that's probably quite obvious. Let's see if we can dust this duster. Nice to have some big, high-up mirrors as well. Wow, it's got quite an angry noise once you rev it up. Yeah, it's a weird one. It feels quite friendly, but then you can rev it up and it gets angry too. It does just make me want to just ride around on it, because it's just so agreeable. It's like, oh, I could just spend all day riding around. Wowee, okay, she goes. She will go. It's not bad, you know. Oh, it's all just so, it's just so familiar so quickly. Now it's like round here, in this corner. Get it leaned over a bit. Fucking stop. Yeah, it feels good on the side of the tyre, considering everyone moans about 21-inch front wheels, but it feels fine to me. I'm hiding from the wind again. Oh man, yeah, I just feel like I'm in the bike. It is weird with the feet so far forward, but that definitely contributes to how good it feels. Oh, that is noisy. Listen to that. Bloody hell. What was I saying? Yeah, the feet forward position, it definitely contributes towards the feeling of comfort, and also how good it is stood up. Well, I probably shouldn't stand up at 70. Oh, it's got a nice bassy note to it as well, not exhaust. I feel like I would ride this thing around quicker than I ride my Supermoto, just because it feels so wrong but so right at the same time. Oh, really easy to balance, holy cow. No wibbly wobbliness. Yeah, it's not going to power wheelie, not without some serious provocation. It feels like it would definitely get you could loft it up over a crest if you were in the right sort of rev range. Oh man, yeah, I could get used to this. It's just so deliciously comfortable and easy to ride. I just don't want to get off it. I know I've only been going 20 minutes, but I'm already feeling sad about the fact I'm going to have to give it back. As much as I love going out for a hoon on my Supermoto, I also love riding bikes as much as possible, and when you've got such an extreme bike like the Husqvarna, it almost puts you off going out sometimes when you're not in the mood for hooning and you just want to chill. Yeah, I just, if I had all day with this right now, I would just fucking ride to the seaside. You just feel like you can. It's like you just think, oh, I'd like to go there, and you just would, because it's so easy and so comfortable. Apart from that bloody noisy screen, if you can ignore that while I deliver this analogy, this monologue, it does invoke that feeling of being able to just get on your bike and go wherever your heart desires. Yeah, I'm liking. And unfortunately, this demo bike is in boring grey. Although it's got like a greeny hue to it, which is quite nice. I think it's sort of, yeah, it's got like a shiny. There's a bit more depth to it than just grey. It's not like that primer grey that all these Audis and stuff are in now. It's quite nice. But yeah, I'd definitely have to have it in the white, I think. And I definitely ride it in sport mode all the time, because it's definitely manageable in sport mode. I need to slow down, I'm getting too excited. Right, should we give it a few more berries here in this national? Ready? Let's do third gear. Easy, buddy. Leverage. Oh, the front end going a bit light there. You naughty boy. Drop it. Leave it in third, I think. Sail around here. It does, that's what it does. It sails through the bends. It can definitely move. It definitely hustles. Oh, if I could be in the bubble of calm that is behind the screen, this would be a completely improved experience. Will you wheelie? Oh, it does wheelie! Wow. It was a tiny one, but it was definitely something. I think we had a bit of a bit of intervention there from the electronics. I saw an orange light come on. Well, here we are on a typical English back road. The Nadgery sort. Look at that, second gear, just introduce the throttle and the bike is okay with it. On mine I'd be feathering the clutch just to get round there in one piece. Move over, you bastard. Just to get round there in one piece I'd have to feather it, but on this I can sort of roll in and then wait for my exit and then come on the gas, and it's not getting out of shape, it's not chucking me backwards, you know. Its fueling is good. It's impressive, actually. Let me just get out the noise again. Yeah, that is relaxing. When you're out of the wind bubble, very relaxing. I'm 6 foot tall, by the way, so if you're the same height as me, you're going to be in the wind, basically. So just bear that in mind. It's weird because you're just getting the noise, but you're not getting blown about. Normally, if you're getting blasted by the wind, you expect like the force of it, but it's literally just an audible annoyance. Oh, it really is just a pleasant thing. That's going to be a good thumbnail, isn't it? Hopefully. It's just a pleasant thing to pootle around. Well, not even pootle, just, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. It's a wafting. It's like a zesty wafter. That sounds like a crude description for a smelly fart, but it's not a smelly fart. It's a good bike. The gear shift is lovely. I was lamenting the fact it didn't come with a quick shifter, but it is a joy to change gears on this thing. I do just feel a level of oneness with the bike. Oh, look at that pheasant. Where's the fucking horn? Why are Honda so persistent with putting the horn in the wrong place? I'm sure they have a good logical reason, but it's not what everyone else is doing, so it's just confusing. You do need a bit of extra force to push it into the bends, you know. It's quite a conscious push that you have to do to get it on its side, but it's lovely and smooth and predictable once it is on its side. I don't really see any issue with that 21-inch front wheel. It's not bothering me at all. Right, what way are we going? There's a really nice park up spot near here I can use for a little walk around. I'm really liking it. I really am. It's just, this bike, it feels like it wants to be my friend. It doesn't want to rip my arms off, but it wants me to have fun at the same time. It's like a concerned dad. Like it wants you to be yourself, but also doesn't want you to get maimed and slaughtered. Does this count as adventure riding? Let's stand up and make it officially adventure riding. Look at us go. We're adventuring now. Yeah, let's have a look at the beast, shall we? Now I think, so the 2024 is the same as the 2023 bike. Oh yeah, should we have a quick sound check? Sounds really fucking good, doesn't it? Yeah, there's a new thing. I think this is a new thing. It has the indicators act as running lights, which I think is a fucking great idea, because you don't need to add spotlights for that increased visibility. Like, you've got the white and the orange there. It's like built-in high vis. I think that's really smart. Fair play to you, Honda. Yeah, it's a bit of a beastie. Like when you're riding it, you get this impression that you're on a little bike. But then you get off it and you're like, oh, actually, it's got some it's got some heft, it's got presence, you know. Yeah, I'm kind of falling for it. I kind of am falling for it. It can be quite spicy if you provoke it. It's obviously not as spicy as my Supermoto, and I wasn't expecting it to be, but it does have its own character. But at the same time, it's got that level of refinement. So yeah, I'm this is dangerous, because I only bought my Husky like 6 months ago, so I'm going to get absolutely ruined in terms of depreciation if I have to sell it. But we'll see. It's not 100% set in stone whether I do actually need a sensible bike, but even if I don't, I just having something like this, just so friendly, like, oh, over winter as well, it would have been so good to have something like this. Yeah, I'm digging it. This is dangerous, right? It's a good job it isn't in the white and red, because then it'd be even more dangerous. Right. Whoa, that is a lot of steering lock. Let's just try and feel the weight. It does have some weight to it, but it doesn't feel mega top heavy like a big fucking battleship or anything. Okay, back on the pavement where it belongs. I'm sure it is a fine off-road bike. but the Transalp, it's a road bike really, isn't it? Now I was going to test this on the motorway. I don't know if I want to though now. With the screen being the way, I'm going to have to spend the whole time hunking down like that, and then what am I learning? There you go, people stopping, they're seeing me and my presence lights, the indicators there. It's good, it's a cracking feature. I think there's going to be a new piece of legislation, the dealer told me, and Honda are just ahead of the game, I suppose, in terms of rolling it out on their bikes. So yeah, props to Honda. What a lovely thing. It's a zesty wafter. Zesty wafter. Yeah, if you got this far, try and integrate zesty wafter into your comment. How many zesty wafters are there out there? Oh, someone's smoking a ganj. Bloody hell. Oh, quick rev bomb. No, there's a dog there. We don't scare doggos. Any bikers that do, you are no biker in my book. Have a fucking word. There's no need to scare the doggos. Yeah, I think it does need a can. It has got a nice induction noise, but I'm not even wearing earplugs, which is bad. I should be, but no, not that one. Look at this, 4th gear at 25, and it's just letting me do that. Oh, that's so nice. Fish house lane, that's the one we want. That's the one for us. I mean, look, here we go. Cruising into this real slow bend, I can just... it is still a bit of a yoy. I mean, I'm in sport mode here. If I put it into standard, it would probably be a lot more manageable. But, you know, I can just leave it in sport. I don't have to... I'm not forced to change it, basically. Woo! You naughty thing! That's not a boring bike. You can really squeeze the fun out of this bike quite easily. It's a lemon that's just dying to be squeezed. It's the people's lemon. People's lemon to be squeezed bike. Squeeze like bike. Yep. I've lost the plot. Fucking hell, get over, mate. Oh my god. Oh my god, that induction noise is crazy good. This is bad. I really didn't want to have to change bikes. But this thing does it all. It does it all. It's a smile machine and it's a friend. The Husqvarna is not your friend. The Husqvarna is a scalpel, and you have to be careful, otherwise you're gonna get cut up. Whereas this is one of those little... this is like child scissors. You know, if you really set your mind to it, you're still gonna get hurt, but they've kind of designed them in a way where you're gonna get the job done. You're gonna cut that paper, but you're not gonna hurt yourself either. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. I've still got bloody... oh, look at this dickhead blocking the island. Why are people such dicks? Thank you, sir. Yeah, I've still got 20 minutes left because I didn't do the motorway. I was going to, but that's okay. I'll oh, do you know what? I'm gonna take it down the bumpiest road in the world. This road literally throws me at least a foot into the air when I go down it on my fucking 701, on any bike really. It is a bar stool of a road. So yeah, I'm not expecting perfection, but let's see how it gets on. Look at this 4th gear. How low can we go? Look at that, 25. It's still, it'll do it. Oh my god. I don't know how they've done it. They've managed to get this bike fueling really nicely despite the emissions crap. Just wish it had the quick shifter. That would be an absolute riot. Oh man, I could see this being like a police bike or something, you know. It's got that grown-up aura about it, but then you know for a fact that Officer Dimbleby, he's going to be absolutely pasting it around on this thing, and it's going to be an absolute beast underneath. That's the vibe. It's like Jekyll and Hyde, that old chestnut. Oh, we're getting them all out of the way today, aren't we? All of the cliches. Oh wow, so balanced. Oh, he says that, almost fucking tips over. This is what it's all about, you know. A bike where get it on a back road or a national speed limit and you can absolutely thrash the pants off it and giggle like a child, but then you enter the urban scenario and it's just a comfortable, easy to ride, friendly giant. That's what I wanted it to be, and it kind of is. Okay, we're on the bumpy. Let's see how we go. It's handling it. Oh, I'm going too quick. This bike, it creeps up on you, the speed on this bike. You don't expect it to be able to carry the speed the way it does. Like, this does not feel like 60. Well, it does with that fucking wind buffeting, but you know what I mean. The bike feels really composed. We'll turn around and have another blast up the bumpy road. It did well there though. I mean, that is a flipping bumpy old stretch of road, and I did feel it. Like, I got a little punch up the bum from it, up the spine. But it didn't throw me out the seat, which is an improvement over the other bikes I've taken down here. Oh yeah, yeah, you do feel them, but again, it's that whole feeling of everything just feels under control still. Spin around, rev the pants off it while I do so. That's alright. Sounds great in that underpass, doesn't it? Really beefy. Oh yeah, see, it's big bumps. I am getting them, but it's not unsettling the bike. It's like, if anything, it's sending it all through to me, but then the bike itself is fine. Let's go second. Let's do second 30 to 60. That's not a slow bike, is it? Imagine with the quick shifter as well. Oh my gosh. The clutch is a bit further out than I'd like. Oh, that rear brake sucks. Look at all this gravel. It's nice, isn't it? Well, let's do some adventuring. Let's go on a new road, somewhere I haven't been down before. Let's go straight over here, see what's down here. What would you like to do, sir? Would you like the wave of talk, or would you like to rev the fuck out of it? I think I'll rev the fuck out of it today, Jeeves. Very good, sir. Oh, hello. That's a sudden decision. Either that or I wasn't paying enough attention. Let's try a lugging test. Like 5th gear, 6th gear. It doesn't like that. It will actually do the 5th. 4th is like, yeah, I'm happy. Lovely, like, bassy growl when you give it, when it's under full load at low rev. It's like, oh, it's nice. With an exhaust, oof, that would be quite divine, I should think. Great road, this. Alternative route. Look at this, look at that windmill. We're adventuring. I'm in the unknown. And I'm not daunted by any of it. I don't feel like, oh, what? I'm not worried about what I'm going to come up against, because I'm on the bike for anything. Oh yeah, brakes are good. Fucking hell, it made me feel sick. Oh jeez, where am I even going right now? I'm a bit lost. That's a good thing though, isn't it, when you're on an adventure bike? Go and get lost. Who cares? Oh, that is nice. Oh, it's actually got like a really nice backstop for your legs as well. The way they've shaped. Look at this. I'm going through bends here standing up. I wouldn't bother trying this on my bike. But it gives you like, you've got a forward position to hang on to, or you can lean back. It's nice. It's just so versatile, but still zesty if you push it. Let's try a different mode, shall we? We'll go rain, gravel. Let's try rain mode, see what that's all about. Oh yeah, I can feel the power has been tempered slightly. Ugh, muddy. Not that much though, like it's still quite zesty. I'm super glad I'm not on my supermoto down here. As I say, on this, no problem. Let's do it. You would hope they've well, I'll have a look. I'll do a mud check on the bike. But one thing that really annoys me on my bike, I can spend all day cleaning it, go through one flipping puddle, and it's caked. Oh wow, look at that. That's cool. Where the hell are we? Yeah, you go through one muddy puddle and the thing's caked. Whereas on this, hopefully they've designed it in such a way where you go down these shitty roads and it sort of directs the mud. I'm in rain mode, but the throttle response still feels pretty perky. Let's try third. Maybe that's the issue. Yeah, that's a lot more gentle. Okay, I was just in the wrong gear. Never mind. Rain mode is pretty chill. I think that's enough for that though. Sports, there we go. Right, where the hell are we? Oh, we're here! I know where this is. Look at that, I'm learning about my area. I'm quite apprehensive about getting back on my own bike now. It's going to feel like a bat out of hell. It's going to feel like a bloody rock solid banshee of a bike. Not the plodding friend of the Transalp bike friend. Let's do like a sort of semi-hard roll on. Look at that. I didn't even get really into the power band there and I was up to speed. Ugh. I have to say the leg position, not as roomy as I expected. I wonder if you can change that. Probably not. But the benefit is you can just stand up. What is this lorry doing? Why aren't you going? Whoa, that feels fucking weird. Okay. Yeah, you get to a certain point of the lean angle where you do start to notice you're on a 21. That was weird. So, conclusion, I suppose. Conclusions. I might do some more conclusions when I'm back on my own bike, but as I'm rolling up to the dealer now, unsurprisingly comfortable, surprisingly zesty engine. Handling characteristics, very friendly, easygoing to get on with, but a lot of fun to hoon at the same time. It does a lot of things well, this bike, I have to say. God, they don't leave much room, do they? Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of that. Oh yeah, let's do the mud check. Let's do the mud check. So we went through some proper shit there. Yeah, it's not too bad. Swing arm's caked, but the back of the bike, it's not like spraying itself on the top, which is good. Very good. Right, catch yous when I'm back on my own beastie. That was an awful lot of fun. I think that Transalp is a bit of a wolf in sheep's clothing, whereas this is a wolf in wolf's clothing. Oh yeah, it does feel light though now. The back to back, it feels like a 125, like there's no bike in front of me. Yeah, really. Oh yeah, I still like this. It's going to be tricky. They've got me on gate duty here at Honda. You know you've made it when you're on gate duty. Oh, back to the rubbish fueling. Oh, back to the good brakes. Oh, that rear brake actually works. Blimey. I still like this though. Oh dear. Oh, it's nice to have a fully functioning rear brake though. That rear brake on the Transalp was one of the worst I've ever tried actually. So my thinking is, if I were to replace this with the Transalp, eventually down the line I'd get myself a used sports bike, like a 600 or a 750 or something, as the hooning bike, like the speed machine. I think old sports bikes are aging a lot more gracefully than old supermotos. Oh, sorry, wasn't honking, promise. It's just because I've been on a bloody Honda. I have not missed the harsh ride and the choppy fueling on this though. That Honda may be wallowy, but it's definitely more comfortable. It's just got no chill. This bike's got no chill. Whereas the Honda, it can, oh my god, the Honda can chill. But then it can party too. It really is a best of both worlds, whereas this is very much a focused machine. Tricky. And I could never justify having a sports bike and this at the same time, whereas the Transalp and a sports bike, that's such a logical pair of bikes to have. Sleep on it, let it percolate, and we'll see. But yes, thank you for joining me for this test ride review, and yeah, thoughts, feedback, always welcome, and yeah, don't forget to comment. Zesty wafter. If you know, you know. Catch you in a bit. Thank you for watching. There we go. I think I did that properly this time.